Good morning. I am live. I'm Sandra Allen Lovelace, and I am a trauma conqueror, a consultant, and also a coach. And actually, I'm all about that message that it's time to be you. But today, I had a chance to talk about me. Think about that for me. Time to be you, Sandra. Put your own name in there. I just finished my workout, and it's Monday. I don't know if you know what that means, but Monday, it's a whole weekend off, and that's kind of back to the grind. And I went in there knowing I'm going to be away later in the week, so I need to be sure to focus today and tomorrow to get upper and lower body really doing well. And this is what happened. I did all my warm-ups, then I went over to lift. Now, for most likely a year, without exaggeration, most likely a year, it's been since I've been trying to increase my lifting from 30 pounds to 40 pounds. Now, for your leg muscles, that 10 pounds is really not that big a deal. And I know enough to know that. So the frustration over the last year, it could be more, has been real. But today, I broke the limit. I am now lifting 40 pounds. If you didn't see it, go and look on my feed here. I took a picture of me with the 40-pound weight right next to me. And so, 40 pounds on a regular basis. Now, what's the big deal, you say? And maybe part of me would say that too. What's the big deal? Because I know what it took to get here. Now, this is something physical, but I want you to think about this in terms of mental, emotional, psychological, spiritual, all the other ways that we can grow. And somebody, or even you notice yourself, as a friend shared recently, you get through something, a situation, an episode, some circumstances that in the past would have blown your circuits, and you feel pretty good about that. Like, that's really pretty good. Nobody else might notice what a big growth marker it was, because they haven't been on the journey that you've been on. And isn't that sad? Isn't that really sad? So I'm going to tell you, so you can celebrate with me. I wanted to upgrade. You need to be, one of the ways to keep your bones healthy is to increase the work that they're doing. When the bones notice, oh, she's doing this, she's doing that. Okay, well, we're going to have to strengthen. And then the more frail bone cells are cleaned out, whisked out, and the new, stronger bone cells are coming in. And if you're looking at all age or osteoporosis possibilities, yes, I'm out of osteoporosis, but I'm right on the cusp of going back in. So I've been really paying attention. So anyway, I have been trying, and I do 4 sets of 5. That's where I started. 4 sets of 5 at 30 pounds. And I thought, well, okay, when I get to the set number 4, I'm going to try 40 pounds, because that's how the bars change. The weights on the bars change. And so I did that, and I would do 3 sets at 30 and the last set at 40, and I would be able to do that. And then I would say, okay, now I'll do 2. This is my own system. This is the other thing that's so important. It's my body. They're my bones. I know me best. And so I, of course, before the Lord, He's with me whenever I do my workouts. I defer to Him. And so then slowly I said, okay, now I could do 2 sets at 30 and 2 sets at 40. Okay. And something would happen. And my back would hurt. And I would say, oh no, what's going on? I hurt myself. And okay, back to 4 sets of 30. Back I go. Off and on, sometimes only 1 set of 40, and I would hurt myself. But it just wasn't going up and down. It wasn't going really well. And so I gave that up for a while, just 30. And then I thought, okay, Sandra, start getting serious again. I don't know. Have you ever faced frustration like that in trying to change habits in your life? Trying to change your mindset? Trying to incorporate fresh behaviors or engaging your mind differently or more, your emotions, paying attention and shifting those, any of those kinds of changes, right? You get to the frustration level like, darn it, I did that again. I said that again. Come on, let's change. Now I've been sitting here for at least 10 minutes waiting because these guys were doing their blowing for landscape and now they're back. I waited all this time. I'm going to carry on. I hope you can hear me. So anyway, I started anyway, spring. It's not quite. Is it spring yet? Yes, it's spring. But anyway, weeks and weeks ago, I said, okay, let's do this again. Let's kind of put 40 on my, on the edge of my efforts here. And so I decided, first of all, that I would change it for up to 4 sets of 6 and just see how that would go. And it went well and I felt stronger and that was really good. So, okay, now I'm going to add the 40 on the last set. Wow, I'm able to do 3 sets of 30 and then the 4th set at 40 and it's going well. 4 sets of 6 and I did that for a while. Then I had to do it. Then I had to be brave again and do 2 sets at 30 and 2 sets at 40. Of the 6 times. I don't have another finger. I had 6 times. Okay, here we go. Now you get the idea, right? So then 1 set at 30 and 3 sets at 40. 3 sets at 40. Wow, when I was doing that, it was feeling really pretty good. Okay. Now I have more than one day, I've now done 4 sets at 40 doing 6 lifts each time. And I break it up. I do the lifts, then I go do one of the machines on my legs, my knees and my hips and things like that. Then I go back. So I take a little, couple minutes, less than 5, and then I'm back at the lifting. And today this guy is literally right next to me. Gee whiz. Today was the day that I said to myself, okay, Sandra, admit it. Nothing hurts. You've just lifted the 40 pounds and here you go. You accomplished this goal. I cannot describe the power of that. Go look at my picture if you didn't see it. Yes. Suddenly, the feeling was I've entered a different room. I know myself well enough to have backed off when there was any inkling I might be hurting myself. And yet, when I was sure I was adding this and adding that, I knew myself well enough to just do a little bit here, a little bit there. And the strength came through those little efforts. And bam, I'm there, 40 pounds, 6 times for 4 sets of 6 times. And honestly, that's how I feel. I went through all those months. Nobody was there. Yes, I have had excellent trainers in my past. Oh, the PT guys over at Purpose Physical Therapy, those guys are fitness detectives. And I can't say enough about all the background and support I've gotten, and trainers at different places. Yes, that's all there too. But this was my job. This was my task. This body is my responsibility. This is the temple, not just to support my thinking and my digestion and my efforts, my work, but really this is the dwelling place of Holy Spirit. And it needs to be a strong sanctuary. It needs to be a peace-filled sanctuary. It needs to be a Christ-centered sanctuary. So the mind and the body and the spirit all need to be included. And this was for me a realization that my body is coming right up as strong as the mental stuff that I've carried and the spiritual awareness that I've had. And so really the feeling as I was walking out at the end, I walked 15 minutes at the end, everything felt good and strong. And I just thought, I feel as if I've come into a new room, which of course, part of me says, well, there's going to be more challenges here, aren't there? There's going to be more of this or this. I go, yes, but the evidence is clear that God has given me. He is with me, number one. I'm surrounded by a host of witnesses. The heavenly realm is here cheering me on. And my other friends and saints here in this life and onward. I've got support galore. So here I go. There's my cheering you on. You can return the favor by liking. If this is encouraging to you, just like it. If it really is encouraging, you could share it with anybody else. Put it on your own feed and see who jumps in. Or share it with a friend that you know has been struggling a little bit. Like, it's true. Jesus is enough. God is enough. The Father makes the plan. Jesus does all the shepherding and all that. And Holy Spirit is right here, inspiring and leading and guiding. Yeah, it's all true. It's all true. He's done it for me. He can do it for you. So, write a comment, share, write a comment, like. Okay, now, that's your call to action. Mine is to go and get this day underway. God bless you. Bye-bye.